guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. So, this will be a smaller video than the last one, but that's because they've only added 2 new things for this update. Well, I say new, but they're kind of reworked. I'll get to that in a bit. They've added Mace Windu's lightsaber, which you can get through one of the rift portals, and Darth Maul's. Now, when I mention that these are more reworked than new, I believe it was in Chapter 4 that they did a Star Wars event in the past, where I think that's where that's when they introduced the little rifts you go into to get like the powers and stuff. For Mace Windu, you get the Force Pull, which I believe was introduced in that event, whilst Darth Maul makes it so you can throw like rubble or like rocks at people, which was also introduced in that event. I think it's Chapter 4. You guys will have to let me know. I don't know if I've even made a video on it, but I thought I'd mention that because that's pretty much the bulk of this update. I don't know if they'll add more. I don't think they will. I watched the trailer and that's all they focused on, which is fine. So yeah, anyways, I have the Eevee skin on, the Sith style. I thought we could have a change up from Leia, but also because like I mentioned in the first video, it's a cool looking skin. So yeah, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video. Sorry if I sound off or if I end up sniffling randomly. I have a stuffy nose. Alright, so only one of the portals has spawned. Now with the Force abilities, they do take a long time to spawn in match. It's not until like midway to near the end game of a match that they pop up, which is a bit annoying, especially if it's just the ones I covered in the last video. But yeah, I'll try my best to see if I can get them. Hey, you've got my lightsaber I want. Give me that. Alright. I don't think I'm... Oh wait, no, I still have ability. Oh, okay, I see. I have to go through that portal to get his ability. Normally when you pick these up and you've not gone through any of these special portals, you don't have the ability or the force run. It's just block and dodge. Well, I got it. I got the purple lightsaber. It's just not the ability with it, the pull. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I remember that being a thing in the older event where they introduced the force abilities. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just periodically checking to see if any more areas spawn. I'm not sure if they will. I suppose I could mention this while we're here, if you haven't seen my video, where I do critique Nintendo a bit for making some questionable business decisions. I have made a comment, a pinned comment in that video, saying that the video is mostly talking about a general public and audience, because most people, which is really unfortunate, they're not going to be able to afford the console, which I mean, it sucks, because Nintendo has been known as the value brand for the longest time. I guess money speaks. You know, greed does get to some people pretty badly. Nice thumbnail. Anyway, I did say in that comment that despite everything, I do have enough to... I'm in a fortunate position where I've saved money to be able to get the console. Not on day one, because you never buy a console day one, you know, because it could brick or, you know, it could have other problems. But yeah, I just wanted to address that in case you didn't see the video and the pinned comment I added a bit later down the line. So yeah, again, like I said in that video, If you want to buy the console, that is fine. If you don't, that is also fine. I feel like this shouldn't have to be said, but this is the internet we're talking about here. You can get accused of being a terrible person just for having an opinion, so I want to make it clear. Put the torches and pitchforks down, alright? Even if I wasn't a YouTuber, why did I pronounce it like that? YouTuber. Even if I wasn't a YouTuber, I still would have bought the console regardless because of how good the games look. Another thing to mention, which I didn't mention last match, which is quite important, being Fortnite related, be careful. There is a new roadmap leak. This one doesn't have images, but it's still important to keep note of. That people have somehow leaked even more seasons in the future, up to chapter 7, I believe. So if you're looking out there, careful, alright? And if you're one of those people who are going to indulge in the leaks, don't spoil the fun for everyone. You wouldn't want it spoiled, would you? If you were in the position of not wanting to be potentially spoiled for future seasons. Now, I understand that obviously when the original roadmap leak happened, I think it was an employee with the first one, whilst this one it's some random person. We'll have to see as the news develops. We were skeptical of the first roadmap, and that ended up being 100% true. So I would take this with a grain of salt, but also not risk it, just in case this is another case where we got it 1-to-1 correct with like the leak. It's a bummer, man, but it happens, I suppose. Alright, go, go, go. I think I got it. There we go. Took me long enough to get Mace Windu's lightsaber. That might be a better thumbnail, actually. There you go. So it's got the Force Pull ability, which, as I mentioned near the start of the video, was reused in a previous Star Wars event, but it's nice that they gave it to Mace Windu, and there's a new lightsaber color that has Force abilities now. So that's good. I wonder if the Mandalorian skin that we saw in the cinematic trailer for the start of the season, if it is going to be customizable, because evidence with the key art and the video itself showed that in the key art it didn't have the sensor thing on the helmet. You guys have to let me know what that is. And in the key art it didn't. So yeah, I would like to see how they do that. Someone to test it on. Nice. Nice. So what the hell am I doing? Oh my god. I thought that would work. I thought if you had the lightsaber on, you didn't take full damage. God, I am so stupid. Yeah, I've gotten pretty unlucky. I can't seem to find Darth Maul's lightsaber. But I still think it's good enough that we managed to get at least one of the new ones. Yep, I was expecting that. That wasn't too bad though. I managed to get 2 people out there. I'd say that's a win in my book. Right, that's going to be it for this video. I do apologise for not being able to get Darth Maul's lightsaber and his force ability. So if you guys play Fortnite and you do manage to get a hold of the ability yourself, let me know how you feel about it. But yeah, it's nice to have the purple lightsaber have an ability now, whilst it didn't before, which is cool. I'd also like to say sorry if I again sounded off because of, I have a stuffy nose. If I sound fine, then yippee, it wasn't noticeable. And like I mentioned midway through the video, we are a month away from the Switch 2's launch. All I ask is that you be respectful for other people's opinions, regardless of if they're going to get the console or not. Because I understand Nintendo is in a lot of hot water right now. And again, I made a video talking about it from the perspective of a general consumer, pretty much. Or, someone who games a bit here and there, but not as regularly as people like me do. So, yeah. With a little bit of Nintendo talk and, of course, Mace Windu's lightsaber. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you feel about this video. It's a bit more on the shorter end, but that's because there wasn't as much content added as when the season started. But things will start to ramp up as we get halfway through the month of May as of this video. So, yeah. Look forward to my next upload, and like I mentioned, please respect people's opinions on if they're going to buy the Switch 2 or not. People should be allowed to enjoy what they want to enjoy. And if you want to get the console, then good for you. More power to you.